Hello, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing the hashtag, the 12 deck tag, show and tell, and I'm going to be going by these prompts. So the first prompt is, so this is one deck that I haven't shown yet. I haven't walked through. I put it in this little baggie. This is an indie deck. We will look at it. I love these little velvet bags. This is the back of the cards. I will zoom in a little bit. Okay. And the name of this deck is Tarot of Persephone's Garden, which I'm a huge fan of artwork. So this is one of my favorite decks. So this would be, anyway, before I even start, this is the back. The sides are not gilded. And I did get this on the Etsy shop. And I do, I've had it for a little while, but I do feel like that there's still some available. So anyway, sorry. So we have the Devil card here. And we have the Nine of Swords. The can't sleep. It looks like she's sleepwalking around, like she could fall. This looks like she went out of a window up here. So very high. We have our Three of Wands here. The Star. I just absolutely love this type of artwork. The King of Coins. I won't go through all of them. I will just show you some. The Queen of Swords. She does give Queen of Sword vibes for sure. Our Four of Coins. And some of these paintings I'm sure you will recognize. The Unknown is the Fool card. Opening Pandora's box there. The Four of Cups. It's like meh. The Two of Cups. Priestess of Coins. Six of Swords. Our Eight of Wands. The Four of Wands. Queen of Cups. This is another familiar painting here. Love it. Our Moon card. Amazing. Our Maiden of Swords. Temperance. The Seven of Cups. Six of Cups. Ace of Cups. I do feel like most of these, if you know the RWS structure, you will be able to pick up on it, on most of them. Five of Wands. The Strength card. This may be my favorite Strength card of all time. And that was just the card that came with it. Ode to Persephone. I'm not sure what it came in. Maybe shrink wrapped. A Tempest. Nine of Cups. But this is what I did. It did not come with a book. I think it came with maybe came with a PDF and another deck that I don't feel like I've shown. Decks that I use a lot, or I take with me to read at different places. I put them in one of these, kind of so they don't get bent. So this is one that I do carry with me and use. It's the This Might Hurt Tarot, and I put a little not smiley face. And I think I got the case off Amazon. Now, this is the indie deck. They do have it mass market now. I'm not sure who publishes it, and it comes with this book that I've stuck over here in this little netting. So this is the This Might Hurt Tarot. So we have the page wands. Love this Two of Swords. This deck is very diverse. The Devil. Check out the Devil. Like, Three of Wands. This is very RWS structured too. Our World card. The Seven of Swords. Ten of Pentacles. This is one of my absolute favorite decks. The Fool. He's just free-spirited, smelling his rose. He's not paying attention. The dog's trying to warn him, but he's just living his best life. The Queen of Wands with her black cat. The Five of Wands. Here we have in the dog park, I presume. Little competition. The Tower. Seven of Pentacles. Leaning on his shovel. Our cool magician here, as above, so below. The Two of Wands, one of my favorite Two of Wands here, sitting on the hood of the car, looking at a map, trying to decide, where am I going next? Our beautiful Queen here. Two of Cups. I love this. I love this. Love the Star. Our Page of Pentacles, King of Wands. I think it's the exact same pictures in the mass market decks. I'm not sure. Probably not the gilding and the card stock. I don't know. I did not order the mass market. I actually ordered two. I like this deck so much. I ordered two of the indie decks when they were available before even mass market came out. Our Eight of Swords here in the rain. Our Six of Swords, going to better waters. Knight of Wands. This is big time Knight of Wands energy. Ace of Cups. I always really like it when the Ace of Cups has the peace dove and the overflowing of emotions there. Of Cups. The Ten of Wands. Very Ten of Wands energy. Our Temperance card. I just love this deck. Six of Cups. Very nostalgic. Memories. Our Chariot. Love it. Four of Swords. Our King of Cups. Our Moon card. Lovely. I love everything about this deck. I don't have any complaints at all. None. Three of Pentacles working together. Knight of Pentacles. He's not moving. He stopped. Very meticulous. Ten of Cups. I love this. Six of Pentacles. A little bit of an attitude there. I love it. Five of Swords. Lord of Defeat. Five of Pentacles. Just, RWS vibe. Hanged Man. Love the flannel shirt. The woodsman here. He's chill. We'll take a quick little look at the book. I'm not sure how the mass market book looks, but this is a chunky little book with pictures. Black and white pictures. You get a whole picture, and then you get, it talks about the Hierophant, and then it goes into the reading and what it signifies. And then it goes to the next one, and let's look at the minors. You get almost as much or as much information with the minor's card. It's like the travel card. It gives you a little thing underneath. The Six of Wands, public recognition of victory. Like a little keywords there. And let's see if it gives any spreads. Sometimes I will usually read the book when I first get it. The special things, bibliography. Decks I was looking at while I drew this. Well, that's pretty cool. I usually read the guidebook when I first get it. And if it's pretty familiar to the RWS, if it's something that I am familiar with, I usually don't read it again. But yeah, you get spreads. That talks about the language of tarot, the major, the suits, the court cards, the numbers, what they mean, the pages, knights, queens, kings, gender, and tarot. So, card descriptions, reverse meanings, and there you go. So, yeah, one of my most favorite decks. I like the name of it. This Might Hurt Tarot, because sometimes it does hurt. I'm a realist, and I like realist decks. And the next deck I'm going to show you, I did take it out of the box. I don't think they come like this. I think I edged these. And I bought these off Etsy. And this is the Shadow Journey Tarot. I've got several of their decks. Edward and Heather Neal. I have several of their decks. I have 2 of the Oracle decks. I have this tarot deck. Love their artwork. We'll look at the book in a minute. I'm going to show you some of the cards. This is a shadowy deck. This would be really good for October. 3 goblets, which would be cups. Celebration. The Knight of Cloaks. And there we have the Sun card. Isn't that gorgeous artwork? Amazing. 5 of Candles. Our Empress. Our 5 of Goblets, which of course would be cups. The Grief. And the 6 of Candles, which would be our Wands. The Recognition. But this is the Shadow aspect. The Queen of Bones. Pentacles. Our Star card. Our 2 of Candles. 7 of Goblets. And Choices. The King of Cloaks. 3 of Cloaks. Or the cloaks are swords, by the way. So the very grieving, broken heart here. The Ace of Goblets, which would be our cups. The 6 of Bones, which is Pentacles. 10 of Goblets, and little happy family. Queen of Cloaks, the Queen of Swords. 4 of Bones, which would be our Pentacles or Earth. The Page of Cloaks, the Three of Wands. These are, I feel like these are Rider-Waite based, mostly. You may have to use your intuitiveness, your intuition a little bit, but for the most part, there we have the Fool standing there on edge, and looks like the edge of some bones, something that has died there. The King of Candles. Our Wheel of Fortune. The astrology signs there. The Ten of Cloaks, just the Ten of Swords. Which, you know, to me, this is RWS structure based. Ten of Pentacles. So, little family there, little cats. The Nine of Bones. It should be the Nine of Pentacles. The Lovers. Don't you love it? The Moon. Great for October, great shadow work, and I'm sure I got these on Etsy. I'm not sure if it's mass market or not. The Eight of Goblets, the Eight of Cups, the Nine of Cups, the Wish card, happy, happy, joy, joy, in the dark. So, let's take a look at the guidebook. I think I may have ordered the guidebook separate. I feel like I ordered the guidebook on Amazon because I think it went through Amazon. So it's the Shadow Journey Tarot, J. Edward and Heather Neal. And the Major Arcana. You get a full, let me zoom out a little bit. But you get a full black and white picture, and it talks about the Fool. It talks about what's going on in the picture, and you see I went through and highlighted some stuff in here. Realm of Possibilities. You get like a little title up above underneath the Fool. So, let's see what else did I miss. Now it talks about welcome to the Shadow Journey Tarot, and it talks about the candles are wands, the goblets are cups, the cloaks are swords, and the bones are pentacles. And then it goes straight into the Major Arcana. Just a cool deck. I've got lots of little notes. I made all kind of little notes. That's when I do shadow work. I love to use this deck for shadow work, and I do make lots of little notes, and then we go into the let's see. So I should have with the first two, but I did not pick a card and read, but I will. And we will. Sorry, I didn't do it with the other two. Pull a card. Well, that one just kind of jumped out and I didn't even realize it. Okay. So here we have the Four of Cloaks, which would be the Four of Swords, or the Four of Air. And we have three. Let me zoom in so you can see. So let's see what the book says. The Four of Cloaks. And So here we go, the Four of Cloaks. And you can screenshot that if you want. And I'm going to read while you look at the card. A welcome, it says recovery, which with the Four of Swords is like respite after you've been through a war or fighting a battle. So anyway, it says recovery, a welcome sight after the turmoil of the Three of Cloaks. The Four of Cloaks indicate a time of recovery and rest. It may be a conscious decision to withdraw from unpleasant energies or circumstances. Perhaps the chaos has died down, and now you find yourself able to seize a few moments of peace. Take the time needed to recharge your mind and heart. The challenge with the Four of Cloaks is to allow yourself the necessary downtime. Your mind may want to stay alert, waiting for the next challenge phase to come along. But remember that you won't regain your mental and emotional strength without respite from difficult times. This is 3 decks that I felt called to. As soon as I saw them, I had to have them. So, I'm sure this is one everybody has seen before. But as soon as I seen it, fell in love with it. And it is also in a carrying case because I take this one with me as well when I travel or am going. And I've even got I even keep a crystal in there with it. So, this is one that everybody loves. This is the Lightseers Tarot, and when I first saw it, I absolutely loved it. I also have 2 copies of this one. If I really love something, I'll get 2 copies if I use it a lot, and I do use this one a lot. Now, I did edge this in green because I think it makes it pop a little bit. So we will look at the Lightseers deck a little bit. I'm sure most of you already have it or have seen it. But if you haven't, or you just want to look, it's very Rider-Waite-Smith. Standard type. 4 of Pentacles here. Our Page of Swords. I just think this deck is absolutely beautiful. Love the High Priestess. 7 of Cups. Like, it's just great. The Ace of Cups, the little heart in it. The King of Cups, looking all King of Cupsy there in the water with the starfish. Our 8 of Wands. I love this Judgment. Probably one of my favorites because I love the Judgment card. I love to look at it in different decks, but I'll usually sometimes will judge whether I'm going to buy a deck or not, depending on the Judgment card and the Hermit card. So those are 2 of my favorite cards. The Hermit card is my birth tarot card, but I love the Judgment card. It's just, it's a death and rebirth card. Love it. I also look at the Devil cards too. If I don't like the Devil card, it puts me off from the entire deck. Here we have the 6 of Swords. Love this. Love the use of birds. The Hierophant. Love this Hierophant. Instead of having like the Pope, we have sort of a spiritual person down here at the bottom of the stairway to heaven, as the song goes. Our Hanged Man, or Hanged One. This one's reversed here. We have the 6 of Wands. The Moon. Love this Moon card. Page Pentacles. The 8 of Swords. Love this. When she's looking in, she's all bound up, but in reality, she's not. Great perspective. 8 of Pentacles. the Two of Swords. I love the use of the birds. And I do not have the deck out right now, but with this, I'm going to have to put you on hold and go get it because... Okay, I'm back. I had to go get it because I think this Oracle deck, I have the expansion, and this is the Urban Crow Oracle. I have several of her decks as well, but half of these, I got the main deck from Etsy, and then I got the expansion from, it went mass market, so I got the expansion deck. So see how some of the backs look different, but it doesn't matter. I put them together anyway. But I was just going to tell you, they go, I'll show you when we're done. They go amazing with this deck because there's so many crows in this deck here that I think it just works great. We have our Ace of Wands, our Queen of Cups. Love this Ten of Wands. Just, this deck's amazing. The Two of Wands sitting in her room. She's kind of like looking at her globe and her little map. And Queen of Swords. Which, that is my archetype. Definitely. I'm Libra and definitely have Queen of Swords vibes. Nine of Swords, nightmare, anxiety. Love this Tower in nature. It's just great. Got our Empress card. Temperance. The Sun. How wonderful. And our Seven of Pentacles, the Emperor, love, this Lovers. And Page of Cups, when pigs fly. Cool. The Five of Wands, the Three of Swords. Oh, you can just feel the grief and the heartache in this, right? And our Fool card. So let's pull a card and then I'll show you how the cardstock ever. All right, here. Okay, feeling this one, guys. Feeling the energy from this one. And oh, we have the Empress, which that was one of the ones we did look at. So we will look in the book. So we have the light seers, and then we have the shadow seer also. So with our beautiful Empress here, our Mother Earth, and this is what it looks like inside the book. You get a lot of information packed in here and a little picture. So the light seer, the divine feminine, creativity, fertility, motherhood, unity, the goddess, sensuality, nurturing, abundance, empathy, unconditional love, unification of mind, body, and spirit. And the shadow seer, if you were doing shadow work, infertility, emotional overwhelm, shutting down, the need for self-care, disharmony, negligence, being materialistic, being overprotective of your creations, being overly dependent on others. Or you could also use that for the reverse if you read reverse. And the little quote or mantra is, I am ready to give birth to my abundantly rich future. And I love the book. I love the way the book's put together. It talks about the major, the minor. A note on upright cards and reversals. Connect with your cards. Some spreads. That goes into the major and then the minor. And for an in-depth look at each card, you can go to that website if you want to screenshot it. So, yeah, This deck definitely called to me when I first saw it. I wanted it, and then I saw these amazing cards. I think they are mass market now, but I got them on Etsy, and I also I edged these. They were not edged. So I'm going to separate them, and you can look at them like, I'm going to have to zoom out and try to get them all in view there. Okay, so we have the Page of Cups, which he's got his head in the clouds, and, you know, he's daydreaming, and maybe he's daydreaming over a bond. So we have a bond, we have a two birds here with the heart. So the Page of Cups is about a new relationships, is about new connections. The Page of Cups is the water element, and it's emotions. So it's taken you into a new direction. So it's all about new, you know, something to do with a new emotion. So I just think these cards work great. And going in a new direction over here, maybe meeting somebody new together. That's what I think. I love working with these. Here we have the Three of Swords, and then here we have the Strength card. You know, you have to be strong. You have to face your fears. You have to face your hurts, and then we've got grief. Like, how perfect could this be? And you saw me just lay them down. It's like they just go perfect together. They just go perfect together, but I'm not going to take up so much time. And this is the Somnia Tarot. This is not mass market. They still have it on Etsy, I'm pretty sure. I don't think it's out of print. And it comes in, it's by Nicholas Bruno. And he also has a book that you can buy that he wrote about the making of this whole deck and his struggles with insomnia and night terrors, I believe. There's two editions of this. There is one that is pictures of real people that he used his photography, putting it together. And I really liked both decks, but I felt more drawn to this one. And it did come gold gilded. And we'll look at the big book in a minute. But this, I absolutely love this. I would like to have the other version of this as well. I got this a while back, but it was one that I had to have. I fell in love with it when I saw it. So we have the Nine of Cups here. It's like overflowing the wishing well. I don't know. I couldn't see there for a minute. The Six of Cups. Nostalgia. Now this is a shadow deck, for if you hadn't realized that yet. We have the Four of Pentacles there, buried treasure, keeping it safe, burying. I know my older people back in the mountains used to bury all their money in jars. So there's our Knight of Wands, and if you notice, he's carrying his candles and his head's covered. Here's our Magician. Really lovely. Knight of Pentacles, and I always look at the Hermit card, so I love this Hermit card. Check out this Lover's card for a shadow card. Isn't that great? Isn't that great? It's the Four of water. Here's our 10 of cups, or 10 of water. Page of cups. I'm going too slow. Love this one. Our 10 of swords. Like he's going in the ground. We'll pull one and read it. King of Wands. Love this death card. I absolutely love this death card. The Page of Coins. Our Emperor. Our 3 of Swords here. Our Queen of Swords. Cups. Our High Priestess. I really like this High Priestess for a shadowy card. 9 of Wands. Four of Swords. Our 5 of Pentacles there. Destitute for sure. The 7 of Cups. These are also Based on Rider-Waite-Smith structure. Our Chariots. Okay, let's pull a card from this and read from the book. Let's pull out a card. Get a card. Get a card for the collective from our spirit guide. Our higher self. I feel the energy from this one. So let us see. Let us see what we have here. And we'll look in the book. Oh, we were talking about this one earlier. We stopped and looked at it. So the 4 of Cups or the 4 of water. 4 of Cups. Being ungrateful will cause you to stumble. Let's see the rope where he's getting ready to stumble there. Apathy, missed opportunity, and boredom. The blindfolded man in the 4 of Cups partakes in a labor-intensive chore near a rain-soaked estuary. Before his feet is a trail of rope that will inevitably become a tripping snare. With hunched shoulders, the man's posture suggests distaste as he moves forward without determination. A prospect to earn income through physical labor is provided to the man, but it is not taken seriously. This waste of effort will result in the disappointment for both the ungrateful man and those that offered him his steady employment. So he's ungrateful. He's fixing to stumble across the rope and drop the water. Not happy where he's at. I would suggest if you're that unhappy, taking your blindfold off and trying to move to a better spot. Deck that I have, that I saw, that really, really called to me, and I had to have it, was a Tarot de Marcel Waite. And it comes with just a little book. It comes in English. Again, if I really, really love a deck, I keep it in something. I do. So it comes in a really sturdy box. Love this color here. And I still keep it in the box. Anyway, I'm going to open this up and show it to you. This was one I saw that I absolutely had to have. And the cards that I love, I try to keep in something pretty cool. But anyway, so let's take a look at them. So this would be our Empress. It's in a different language, of course, but you can look at it, and if you're familiar with Rider-Waite, you know what it is. This would be our Wheel of Fortune. This would be our Knight of Cups. Don't you love this? I absolutely love this type of art. Our Chariot, La Chariot. Our 5 of Pentacles. There's no writing on the minors. Our Seven of Swords, sneaky, sneaky. This is our Strength card, or the Force. Like, comes in the Rider-Waite, and I think this is more of a Marseille style, where she is actually trying to open the lion's mouth. Our Tower card here. This is our Nine of Pentacles. It's very easy to know what you're looking at if you're familiar with Rider-Waite. Our Five of Swords. It's got the mixture of the Rider-Waite and the Marseille, which I love. Lord of Defeat. The Seven of Pentacles. Has his rake there, looking at his waiting for his to come to fruition, his planning and his work. The Ace of Batons, or Wands. Our Eight of Wands. Our Three of Pentacles, working together. The Sun card. I do think this is the Marseille. I think they have two people on their Sun card instead of the baby on the horse. This is our Justice card here. A Hanged Man. Our Pope, or Hierophant here. One of my favorite cards, the Hermit. Love the Hermit. Great Hermit card. This would be the Page of Wands here. This is our Six of Swords. Here is our Four of Cups. Looking like the Rider-Waite. We have the hand coming out of the clouds to offer it to him, and he's not even looking or doesn't even care. Our Lovers card. And in this Lovers card, we have the two ladies and the Cupid, the angel up there, making a choice. Our Moon card. I love the face and the moon. Our Devil card. I love it. I just love this old style art. The Three of Cups with the pumpkins. Our Queen of Cups here. Our Fool here. He's not quite on the cliff. His dog's really trying to get a hold of him there. Two of Cups. And our Knight of Swords there. Giving big time Knight of Swords vibes. So let's do a pull and look at our little book. And what would be energy on this one? Okay, we have the Three of Pentacles. Straightening out there. So let's see. Three of Pentacles. I'm sure it's kind of like a generic. This is what it looks like. It's got the pentacles here, and just gives you little bit of meaning. Three of Pentacles, build together, teamwork, a concrete collaboration for a product or in the home. And reversed, not constructive, difficulty of building together. A team that does not get along very well would be if it was in reversed. And the cards are, this is the back. Love the pattern. They are reversible. So that is what I have for that. And let me tell you, when I do a deep dive, and I can stay in that rabbit hole forever. This is not a tarot deck. It is an oracle deck. So this is the Yggdrasil, oracle, and I've spent a lot of time on this, and there's still so much that I want to learn. This is Norse divination cards, and I love it. And so it comes with let me move this out of the way. It comes with a handbook here. I have read the Poetic Edda. It talks about the introduction to the cards. This is just a whole new system to learn here. Using the cards, the pronunciations, which I still have a lot of trouble with. These are all the little worlds in the tree of Yggdrasil in the Norse. So we have Asgard, would be the world of gods, and it shows you in the tree where it is at, and even printed off the tree. So where all these little worlds are. So, like, there's Midgard, and Midgard is, this is the world of humans. So, like, we're in the middle, but we have the world of giants, the world of dwarves, the world of fire. And it starts out talking about them, and it gives you the little symbol, and we'll look at the cards in a minute, and you see how much I've highlighted and read and made notes. And it's got our gods and goddesses from the Norse. We have Freya there. And I put up at the top what world she was in. She is in the world of the gods. World of the gods. Sif, earth, fertility, family. And I could take forever doing this. The world of the light elves. And here are some of the elves, which cannot pronounce that name. But decision, performance, impact. And of course, I've made notes, did highlights. And this is as far as I've got, but I'm working on this, and I want to use this. You can use it alone as a whole system, which I have done. Had to use the book, and it reads pretty damn good, I'll say that. So, okay, let me move this, and let's look at the cards. Put our book up here. This comes in a very sturdy box. Lou Ellen put this out. That was back when the card stock was good. No shade, but the card stock has got terrible out. Anyway, the card stock is good with this one. It has a magnetic box, and you can see I've done more work here. Cards that I want to do a deep dive on and study, and why, because I think it's interesting. So this is the, you know, your OCD and a little crazy when you laminate the cards. So I have the order of placement. The world of gods is Asgard. So I use these cards when I'm doing my readings. This would be Hell, the world of the dead. So anyway, I made these on regular little cue cards. And I printed this out and laminated it onto the It's the world of light elves, and that would be the symbol for that. Anyway, I did all the world in the Yggdrasil. All the worlds represented in Yggdrasil. It talks about all the worlds there. Twice when I got this. Okay, here's the spread. I knew I wasn't crazy. Okay. There's the spread. So that is the spread on the Yggdrasil tree. And then it tells you how to read them. And I put the page number of the worlds on there. I don't think it came with it. I think that was something, the only critique I had about the book. So this is Disorder. I'm not going to try to say his name, but you can see the little picture, and then I would have my little cards to see which picture that is, and that would be hell. So that is the picture of hell there. So this is the world of the dead, the underworld, southwest, center of the bottom, deep obstacles, dark side, what holds the seeker back in reaching their aspiration. Duh. So that is why I come up with a little system to make it easier. This is Frey, Spring and New Beginnings. I'm not going to go through all the worlds or the names. I'm just kind of showing you the cards if you're interested in this. The Spirit of Lightning, Messenger of the Gods, and somewhere, I don't know where, but I have a laminated sheet somewhere of the pronunciations of all these names. This is Intuition, Subconscious, and Currents. I believe that's the world of the giants. Yep. Okay, so the world of the giants here. The world of giants, east up and right, the position of the seeker's challenge with regards to his aspirations, the adventure, the journey towards the goal, the enactment, the unexpected, the confusing. So if you was doing the spread, and it also goes into detail if it's next to certain cards. This is, to me, a very hard system to learn, but I am dedicated. Damn it, I'm going to learn it. So that would be the giants. Intuition, subconscious, and currents. Reassurance and protection. Guarding the treasure. The rule of 3, informed decision. Elves. You can tell the little symbol. The world of dark elves, the seeker's past influences, the subconscious. So you know what this is in the reading by the world and where it would fall in the Yggdrasil tree. And steadfastness and loyalty, reflection, the crossing between life and death. Modgud, the guardian of, I'm not even going to try to go there. Sluggishness and procrastination. I believe that is the hell symbol. Gosh, I know I'm getting on my own nerves. I am, and I do that. Yes, it is the hell symbol. Okay, so let's pull a card and just we will look and see what world it is in and see what the keywords are and look in the book. All right, fill in this one. So I'm going to zoom in so you can look at it if I can. Come on, work with me. And these cards are like oracle size cards. Okay. So we have the Spirit of Lightning. So let's see what world this is in. Yes, it's the world of fire, but it's called Muspelheim. Muspelheim. I'm sure I'm ripping that. People that know how to say it are probably cringe right now. But this is the world of fire. It's down and right, which is south. The origin of catastrophe, strength, wrath, and mourning. All right, so this would be hell, okay? Or not hell. This would be fire. This is the world of fire. So hell is different from fire. So we have a hell also. I was thinking of hellfire, hell being fire, but that's not the way it is in the world of Yggdrasil. So let me look at the book that I have. On 67 there, we have the world of fire here. And it talks about the card position, where it would be. The world stands for a fiery element, a great power of heat, passion, anger, and destruction, but also injustice. I'm not going to read all that. I'm going to find our card. Retta stands for a swift and sudden power. She does not take sides. She is not for Muspel or Odin. She is a spirit, a bolt of power and energy. She is the embodiment of lightning. She can represent a strike of fear in the heart of the seeker, a sudden shower of shame, or equally, she can represent the feeling of sudden inspiration. Retta's power can work equally with or against the seeker, depending on the quest and the cards that surround her. Her presence in the spread can also indicate a surprise about to cross the seeker's path, something very unexpected that the seeker is yet unaware of. Okay, so that's all I'm going to do with that. That is very, very deep, and I could keep going down this rabbit hole, and you guys will never listen to me again. But if you're interested and you like to get really deep and stuff like that, this is the perfect deck for you. I would suggest making little cards with the pictures. And there we have it. It is runes. So I have my runes carved in on my obsidian crystals here. Obsidian stones, sorry. I'm trying to zoom in. And so there they are. So I've been working with this, or just started. That's the blank one. There's one that doesn't have anything on it. And anyway, I ordered these, so I have, you know, the whole thing, and casting runes. So I'm going to put these back in the bag while I show you what else that I am using for my deep dive. Let me zoom out. So I did order this 10 Viking rune meanings. So you could look at, let's see, okay, so we pulled out this one, and I'm trying to see it real fast. It is this one. So it is Thorn, reactive force, defense, and conflict. for a quick reference if you cast them and you forget. You could have this handy dandy here and just look, and hopefully you can find it quicker than what I did.